Hello, Chat GPT. How to be rich?
Very rich.
Very rich. Overnight. Give me 10 ideas.
50 ideas.
50 ideas. Zero investment.
No risk.
No risk. No risk.
No hard work.
No hard work. Saturday, Sunday off.
World
tour included. Shark Tank friendly ideas.
Best
ideas. No hurry.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Deep research.
Go.
Round 1. Fight! Juggernaut punch! Juggernaut punch! I'm out of meters! I'm out of meters! I'm out of meters!
By the power of Grayskull!
Round 1. Fight! KO!
Until next time, this is...
Hey, happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Okay, what we got lined up? Got a lot of nonsense lined up. Yeah, I got some nonsense lined up. I can't play that. Did I already play this? I've showed this before, haven't I? Yeah, I don't care about all that. Okay, alright. Okay. First things first. This young lady, you may have seen her if you're into the Godzilla universe, with Gareth Edwards as director. What was her name? Okay. She recently died in a car crash. This was terrible. 18 years old. This young lady is no longer with us, y'all. Kaylee Hoddle. She was the deaf girl. And man, kind of watched her grow up as a child actor. And to see her light extinguished so early, this is tragic. So let's go to the audio. So this is pretty heartbreaking. Let's go. Goddamn ads. Yeah, she was legit deaf, man, and man. Like just getting her life started. Okay, let's go.
332 respond for a suspicious vehicle, 11,410 Windsor Road, engage court, Pheasant Run, 7253.
11,515 Windsor Road, between Sunflower Drive and Oriole Drive. Unconscious person on Bravo 256.
This is a result of a vehicle accident. Patient is unconscious. Sheriff's Department expedite. Going to be at Desmond and Windsor.
Are you able to check with the city to see if they have any no sign language that's working?
Heavy front end damage, about 10 feet off the roadway into a culvert.
Where's going to be Kylie, King, Adam Young, Lincoln, Edward. First going to be Henry, Ocean, Tom, Lincoln, Edward. All I have is a 18-year-old white female of Kyle, Texas.
Windsor Knolls Middle School, 11,150 Windsor Road. Helicopter landings for Trooper 3 in 15 minutes.
Oh, they brought in a helicopter to fly her out. Wow.
I think 259 EMS 901 headed to the landing zone.
Another ambulance over here for the driver. He's complaining of, it's like, pain to his right leg and also his rib.
Trooper 3, you're going to have a large baseball field next to the school. No overhead obstructions, just a wire fence around.
She's apparently up here visiting, and the friends she is with don't have any contact for her family or any info.
If anybody has access to the interpreter,
Ambulance 319, paramedic engine 311, EMS 902, responding. Quantum Lake Healthcare, 347 Alger Zimmer Drive, room 100. Unconscious person, Bravo 333.
EMS coming back here for the second individual because he needs to get checked on. His ribs hurting.
That's correct. There's an ambulance from Newmarket all the way.
Damn. Yeah, that's terrible. So she was a passenger. They did say heavy front end damage. It veered off the road and crashed. Yeah, they airlifted her out, which landed on a baseball field near the crash. Early on, it was clear dispatchers know Kaylee is dead, requesting someone who knows sign language to report to the scene. The person behind the wheel was Kaylee's friend. Dispatchers say she was visiting them from the weekend, and they have no clue how to get in touch with her parents. That is odd. The friends awake and alert told authorities they were experiencing pain following the crash. No, bitch, we need to know what happened. Kaylee's father, Joshua, told us officials said his daughter's heart stopped on the way to the hospital. We're told excessive speed is believed to be a factor in the crash, although the incident is still under investigation. Well, heavy front end damage says either ran into something or they hit something hard enough with enough speed. But yeah, man, she's only 18 years old, man. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. So now I gotta rewatch some of these movies with her in it. Like I was like, now she's no longer here. All right, that's tragic. It's tragic. I feel for the parents. I feel for the parents. Okay. I like to see this. Let's go here. I'm always complaining about, the blacks always wanting acceptance from the white cosplayers. Just do your own shit, man. I like this. I like seeing this. I like seeing this. I like seeing this. Yeah, it's at DreamCon. It's all brothers. I like this. I like this. What is stopping us from doing our own thing? I got to reach out to Skywalker because I know he's having an event next month down there in SoCal. I want to go check it out. I want to go hang out with some Snyder Bros and talk smack on James Gunn and DCU. So I'm going to do my part and get to one of these content creator events and just make the rounds. But why can't we do this? Why we got to keep waiting for them to let us in? What is stopping us? There's nothing stopping us from doing this. This makes no, I love to see this. Why can't we have more of it? That's all I'm saying. Why can't we have more of it? Okay. Always good to see. Okay, these I can save. Definitely save these. Definitely save these. Definitely save that. Real quick, another reason that why Kanye is our modern day Michael Jackson. Not saying he's on Michael Jackson's level. I'm just saying Kanye was just awarded 69 new platinum plaques. He is now the second highest certified artist in history. Okay. So these are all his new certified platinum plaques. Heartless is 14 times platinum. Stronger 14 times platinum. Gold Digger 13 times platinum. 12 times platinum niggas in Paris. I'm sure Jay-Z has nothing this high. I'm more than sure Jay-Z has nothing this high. And we'll take a look. Flashing Lights, 9 times platinum. Mercy, 8 times. I mean, just stupid numbers, man. Stupid numbers. Stupid numbers. We Major is one of my favorite records. I'm surprised that's not platinum. I love this record. That's a great record. We Major, that's a great record. That's a great record. Okay, Kanye West officially becomes only the second artist in history to earn 300 million plus certified units throughout their career. He is now the second highest certified artist of all time, only behind Drake. Jay-Z who? Jay-Z's never been... Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go find Jay-Z's highest charting single. Jay-Z highest selling single. Let's do single. Let's do single. Let's do single. Okay. This is from December. So this is pretty accurate. Should be pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. Listen to this. His signature song, Umbrella. It has 2 point. That's a Rihanna record. That's not his song. See how they spin it? Look at this here. His signature song. No, sir. He was a feature. That's a Rihanna song. Courtesy written by The Dream. See how they try to spin it? See how they try to spin it? Okay. See how they try to spin it? Give me his highest. Let me see. Okay, let's do this. I want the numbers though. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Commercial trajectory. Okay. So if we're going by this, see, yeah, and now they corrected it. Feature. Matter of fact, you didn't even need Jay-Z on this record, honestly. But I get it. So, or not like 5 times platinum. All right, Empire State of Mind, 15.3 million digital sales. Digital Monster was massive single. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. His most commercially successful solo album is Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. Yeah, he doesn't even... Let me go back to this. Hold up. Let me find it again. Like, this shouldn't even be a debate anymore, ever, between Kanye and Jay-Z. Kanye has long surpassed Jay-Z. So, okay, the second highest rate of earned. Okay, second highest search. Okay. Let's do this. Top 10 RAIA certified. There we go. Let's do this. Okay, this is old. Because this is all different now. Okay, let's find something a little bit more current. So we're still doing the back and forth between the Eagles and Thriller. So we're still doing this debate. Okay, outside of the Eagles versus Thriller, like I said, I think they've been flubbing the numbers for the Eagles for them to beat Michael Jackson for a very long time. Nonetheless, everything else is pretty much spot on. Eagles, Hotel California, 26 times platinum, 2 times diamond. AC's Back in Black, 25 times platinum, 2 diamonds. Led Zeppelin 4, 24 times platinum. I don't think no one's going to debate 3 through the rest. Ones and 2 is debatable, but everything else, I don't think anybody's going to really want to debate this part, right? Billy Joel, 23 times platinum. Pink Floyd, 23 times platinum. The Beatles. Garth Brooks, man, he was a monster, but then he didn't want to license his music out. Hootie and the Blowfish, 22 times platinum. Fleetwood Mac, 21 times platinum. Shania Twain, based off that one album. She's like a Lauryn Hill. She took one album, basically one single, Still in Love, and just been eating ever since. Garth Brooks again. Guns N' Roses, 18 times platinum. Journey's Greatest Hits. I don't think anyone's going to debate 3 on down. Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill was a monster. The Bodyguard soundtrack, Boston, 1976. I don't think anyone's ever going to say this is not right, Sly. No, this is pretty spot on. Steve Miller, Adele. Truth be told, this is Adele's best album, and she been killing it just off that album, right? Garth Brooks is on his motherfucker multiple times. Meatloaf, If I Could Do Anything for Love, that was a monster single. Usher's Never Done Anything Close to Confessions, that was 22 years ago. This was Usher's Thriller. Yeah, this was Usher's Thriller, Confessions. Hasn't done anything close to this since then. Okay. Boys to Men, Bon Jovi, Aerosmith. I don't think anyone's going to debate this part of this list. Eminem Show, 12 times platinum. Kenny G, Linkin Park. Like, you're not going to debate this. You're not going to, that's wrong. No, I don't think so. Forrest Gump soundtrack. TLC. Adele 25. Creed's Human Clay. That's a phenomenal album. My God. Listen, I think what hurt Creed is that being labeled gospel or Christian rock. Had they taken off the Christian in front of the rock, I think they would have been a bit better off. But nonetheless, man, I mean, because, he had themes of, Christianity and redemption and salvation, which that's cool. But when you put Christian, that type of label in front of your musical genre, it's gonna hurt you. But it's still Creed, man. Those first 2 Creed albums, phenomenal, man. Okay, I don't think anyone's gonna debate this, but I want the highest artist certifications. I'm gonna find. Hold up, y'all. 92 diamond certified albums. Let's go here. 92 albums that have gone diamond. That means 10 million sales or more. 92 albums have gone diamond. Let's go over it. I got time. Kenny G's Breathless. Whoo. Nickelback. All the Right Reasons. Creed's Human Clay. Like I said, man, when Creed came out of nowhere. I just think putting that Christian in front of it didn't help. Garth Brooks is 7. Titanic. Matchbox 20. They had a nice little run. Celine Dion. Santana. Nice little run. Britney's Britney. MC Hammers, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him, 10 times platinum. NSYNC, Elvis Presley's Christmas, Backstreet Boys, Dirty Dancing soundtrack, Celine Dion, Outkast, okay, Garth Brooks. How many times are we going to see Garth Brooks? Backstreet Boys, Jewel, don't sleep on Jewel, right? She had her moment. Shania Twain, Bon Jovi, Hootie and the Blowfish, Boys to Men. Once again, these are pretty much this is all of these artists' Thriller albums. They've done nothing close to this. Okay, Kid Rock. My name is Kid. The Lion King soundtrack, Def Leppard, Pyromania. Jeez, Pete's. Britney, REO Speedwagon, Lionel Richie. Huh? Say, man, listen. Do you see Maurice Starr? Yo, give me the lead singers, black lead singers of black bands that have left their bands and became bigger than the bands they left. None bigger than Lionel Richie. This is why I keep saying the Commodores, man, with Lionel Richie's undefeated, man. I stand on that. I'm gonna die on that hill. Lionel Richie with the Commodores, undefeated. I can't recall any black lead singer leaving their band. Maybe, okay, Darius Rucker, Hootie and the Blowfish. He left Hootie and became a country superstar. So Darius Rucker, Lionel Richie, I can't figure anybody else. Bobby Brown, that's a good one. Okay, thank you. Do we really put Michael in a band? That's not a band to me, man. I don't know. Okay, fine. For the sake of argument, Michael. Okay. Fair enough. Let's continue. The Dixie Chicks, before they got political, that killed their career overnight. NSYNC, Norah Jones, Phil Collins, Mariah Carey's Music Box, Linkin Park. Listen, if you didn't watch an OVA video, a Dragon Ball Z video from Windows Media Player featuring a goddamn Linkin Park record, I don't know what to tell you. You missed out on a whole lot. Like, all those OVA videos we were making, it's always Vegeta with the Linkin Park record. Oh my goodness, good times. Meatloaf, ZZ Top. Billy Gibson was Jimi Hendrix's favorite guitarist. ZZ Top. Put some respect on ZZ Top. Billy Gibson was Jimi Hendrix's favorite guitarist. Adele, Bodyguard soundtrack. Led Zeppelin, Nelly. Right? Usher. Okay. Garth Brooks again. Billy Joel, Pearl Jam, Shania Twain, the Eagles, Dixie Chicks. No doubt. That was a class. I mean, they had a bunch of singles off this one. Eminem, Michael Jackson's Bad, Whitney Houston, Def Leppard, Led Zeppelin, Alanis Morissette, Boston, Taylor Swift, Smashing Pumpkins, AC/DC, George Michael, Garth Brooks again, Van Halen, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Tupac's All Eyes on Me. U2 is a Joshua Tree. I believe this is their best album as well. A lot of people, I catch heat for this, but I think this is their best. Like, this is U2 at their peak. Okay. Guns N' Roses. What could have been with this group, man? Had Slash and Axl kept it together. Carole King, Bruce Springsteen, Fleetwood Mac, Green Day. Beastie Boys, License to Ill. Led Zeppelin again, The Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's, Biggie. It was cool, but had he not died, he's not doing these numbers, y'all. Had Biggie not died, he's not doing these numbers. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Metallica, Pink Floyd, Adele, Van Halen, Stevie. Uh-oh. Who knew this? Who knew Stevie Wonder's Songs in the Key of Life went diamond? Who knew that? Don't say you did, because you didn't, because I didn't know. Okay? And I stand on Stevie Wonder's discography being better than Michael Jackson's. I stand on that. I stand on it. Eminem, Madonna's Like a Virgin, diamond. TLC, Saturday Night Fever. Oh my God, every single on this album is a banger. Nirvana's Nevermind, Michael Jackson's Thriller, Led Zeppelin's 4, the Beatles' Abbey Road, and they got Prince at number 1, 13 times platinum. I always thought The Revolution was sonically a better band. The New Power Generation were better musicians, but all of his best stuff came with The Revolution. Okay? MPG, better musicians, doesn't necessarily mean the best music, but The Revolution is Prince. That's his best shit. With Wendy and Lisa, I still don't get enough credit. Okay. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Kanye becomes the number 2 among RIAA certified artists in the U.S. Kanye now holds 271 million certified units in the U.S. compared to Taylor Swift's 247.5 million, only behind Drake. Okay. Only behind Drake. Taylor Swift remains the first woman to surpass 100 million RIAA certified album hits. The first woman, not Beyonce. Okay? I'm here for it. Okay, we've seen this list already. Oh, it goes even further. So this is... How old is this? What's this, 2007? Okay, that's hella old. Okay, that's hella old. Never mind. The most certified rap... Nope. Let me see. I want... Let's do rappers. Yeah. Most RA certified rappers. Okay, all time. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. How old is this? This is January. Okay, this is January. Nonetheless, so Kanye's was at 233. He's up, like I said, he's up now, but Jay is way back here, y'all. At some point, J. Cole got more numbers than Jay-Z. Juice WRLD has been dead for how long? Like, the gap between Kanye and Jay is, you could drive a truck through it at this point. It's not even up for discussion. Like, you gotta be, at this point, you're a Jay Glazer if you think if you think Jay's a better artist than Kanye. Okay? It's not a discussion. Like, the numbers bear it out. Let's go here. NBA YoungBoy. Are you gonna make me pay for it? Okay. This is from January. So just keep this in mind at the time. Okay? At the time, NBA YoungBoy was top dog as far as rappers are concerned. As far as rappers. Okay? Okay. All right. Okay, this was a week ago. Okay. Rappers with the most RIAA certified gold and platinum songs. NBA YoungBoy has 122 either gold and platinum songs. Kanye has 111. Drake 96. Future 93. Where's Jay-Z? 41. Jay-Z only has 41 either certified gold and platinum songs. I'm saying songs. We're not talking albums. The gap between Jay and Kanye is so glaring. The student has indeed surpassed the master. And he did that a long time ago. Okay? A long time ago. Life After Death is a decent album. Once again, had he not died, we're not putting him top 5 MCs ever. Y'all know how y'all do with people when they die young and shit. Y'all still swear Bruce Lee is the greatest martial artist of all time. Like, oh, okay. Same with Tupac. If Tupac had not died, half those numbers are gone, you know? Okay. Good stuff for Kanye, though. Good for him. Speaking of music, if you're a fan of Rod Stewart, oh my goodness. If you're a fan of Rod Stewart, y'all, Rod Stewart's still out here doing it. At some point, sit down, Papa. Come on. You can't keep doing this. Hey, listen, same smoke I'd have for Frankie Beverly is the same smoke, rest in peace to him, is the same smoke I would have for Rod Stewart or any of these old rock heads, Mick Jagger. Like, yo, just sit down. Ozzy Osbourne, sit down. Rest in peace to him, too. Look at this shit. This man had a... He had to go use an oxygen. Oh, my God. Wait, let's go find it. Let's go find it on Twitter. Or that man went to go get an oxygen tank. No, Missy Elliott, sir, did you? Okay, let's go find it on Twitter, y'all. God bless Rod Stewart, man. I mean, he's still doing it. I ain't mad, but come on, Papa. Go sit your ass down. Go sit your ass down. Here we go. He is an old rock head. Oh my God. Come on, Papa. Papa. Go sit down. Oh my God. I brought that man an oxygen tank. Oh my God. Oh my God. This ain't it, man. This ain't it, man. I don't want to see my greats like this. Go sit down. I don't want to see y'all like this. Don't ruin it for me. Don't let this be the last image I have of you. Learn when to go away, people. Don't let people have this lasting image of you. Come on, we got phones out. They're recording this shit. Come on, this ain't it, man. This man's a whole oxygen tank.
The show must go on.
No, not like no, Papa.
Trying to do a little, give me a little step and a dance and everything. I'm really fainting. Would you mind if I sat down, please, man?
Sit down.
Enjoy. It's called The Love Train by the OJs. Come on, enjoy yourselves.
Come on, I don't want to see Papa like this, y'all. Jeez, Maggie May, you made Maggie May sound terrible, man. Yeah, look at this. It's okay to retire. You don't have to perform anymore. Yeah. Man, come on, sit down, man. Sit down. He was the youngest of 5 children. His father was Scottish and had been a master mason in Leith, Edinburgh. His mother English, raised in North London. Let's see. He was a talented footballer, fan of Arsenal FC, became a captain of the school football team and played for the Middlesex Schoolboys as a center midfielder. Look at this. His family were fans of singer Al Jolson. Now see, y'all forget who Al Jolson was. Did you forget who Al Jolson was? I'll refresh y'all's memory. Yeah, the first blackface guy. The first guy in blackface. Yeah, look at this shit. The best of Al Jolson. This is disgusting.
Play that again, will you?
Ugh. Look at this shit. Ugh. Never mind, what he's doing is a bit, it could be offensive. So let's get back to this. So his parents were fans of this crap. Nonetheless, Rod was influenced by his style. His introduction to rock and roll came from listening to Little Richard and Bill Haley. Father bought him a guitar in 1959, joined a band, left school at 15. Okay, joined a rhythm and blues group, The Dimensions, as a harmonica player. Let's see. Part of groups like Jimmy Powell and 5 Dimensions, Hoochie Coochie Men, The Soul Agents, Steam Packet. First solo album was titled An Old Raincoat Will Never Let You Down. His second record was Gasoline Alley. Okay. Out came Atlantic Crossing in 1975 with Sailing, which became the anthem of his country's Navy. Okay. I think most people remember him and their introduction to him as Do You Think I'm Sexy? Because this played on the black radio stations. Man. This is when they were starting to bring in the black sounding white acts. The White Horse, I forget the name of that group. You had White Horse, you had Culture Club, Rod Stewart, George Michael from Wham, like they Doobie Brothers, Hall and Oates. This is when they in the 80s they start slipping in these black sounding or soulful ass white dudes, but this record played everywhere. Do You Think I'm Sexy? This motherfucker was everywhere. It's okay to sit down, Papa. It's okay to sit down. I don't want to see you like this, man. I don't want to see you like this. Phil Collins, he sat down. He's 75. Rod's 81.
And a great respect for our armed forces that fought and gave us our freedom. So it hurts me badly, deeply, when I read that the draft dodger Trump has criticized...
Okay, you getting into politics. I get it.
So, may I say well done in the Americans? You were superb. Absolutely superb. Put that little black bag in his place.
Okay, okay. Yeah, sit down, Papa. Man, I don't want to see you like this. This went way left. Al Jolson. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Where we at? Where we at? We're gonna get to Ryan Clark, and then we're gonna end this thing with the Tates, because I see a lot of men butthurt over the Tates. It's a conspiracy, and it's like, okay, man. Okay. What is this? Oh, let's go here. Ed Harris on the set of Dutton Ranch. This man's ready to quit.
So wait, so you were good.
Midway through this first season, I was ready to get me the fuck out of here. To tell you,
why is that?
Because I didn't feel I was being used. I didn't feel. I felt a little bit misled.
Okay.
Prior to being signing on for it, I was talked quite a bit about what the season was and what my character was going to do, and that I was one of the four main characters. And that wasn't really the case.
So did you go to them and say, hey, we got to change things up?
I said I'm feeling underused and inconsequential. And they kind of...
Listen, he was part of the heavy promotional campaign for the Dutton Ranch, right? Yeah, he was heavy in the promotions of this. And then his character was very, very underutilized, and he was ready to lead the show.
Oh. They cut the song out. I'm gonna fuck you people.
So wait, so you were good.
That man was ready to lead the show. Last year we had a Willie Nelson do a concert in my town. Willie's still performing in his 90s. I mean, I don't want to see these cats like this, man. They dropping a jank. Oh, I hope it wasn't gonna come to fruition, bruh. Oh my gosh, it might go hard. It might go hard. It depends on the script, who the director is, and who they're going to cast as Zorro.
So it's just been announced that Django Unchained and Zorro are both officially getting a sequel in an unexpected crossover film from the mind of Quentin Tarantino. So let's take a closer look at everything we know so far about the movie. So for anyone confused as to what Django and Zorro have in common, the answer is very little. One is a former slave turned bounty hunter from Quentin Tarantino's 2012 western Django Unchained, while the other is a swashbuckling vigilante who's appeared in multiple movies stretching all the way back to 1920. But in 2014, Quentin Tarantino had the novel idea of combining the two in a graphic novel series called Django/Zorro. And the series effectively acted as a spiritual sequel to Django Unchained, making it a must-read for fans of the movie who wanted to know what happened next after the film's explosive finale. So the story takes place several years after the film and follows Django still operating as a bounty hunter, but he's largely been forced to operate in the Western territories due to the notoriety he gained following the bloody events at Candyland. Despite this, Django has successfully settled down near Chicago with his wife Broomhilda and sends home money while traveling across the frontier in pursuit of dangerous fugitives. And it's during one of these jobs that Django has a chance encounter with Zorro and becomes fascinated by the swordsman and his methods, leading the pair to form an unlikely partnership before embarking on a mission to free a group of indigenous people who've been captured and sold into slavery. So although the series might sound a bit gimmicky on paper, the crossover was surprisingly effective and well received by readers, even though many felt that the concept could have been realized better as a film, given its cinematic nature. So following Django/Zorro's success and the clear appetite from fans for a new movie from both franchises, discussions were bound to take place about the possibility of adapting the comic for the big screen. And this was proven to be the case in 2014, when an infamous hack on Sony Pictures released thousands of internal emails to the public, including correspondence between starring Quentin Tarantino and then chairwoman of Sony Pictures, Amy Pascal, discussing their mutual eagerness to officially adapt Django/Zorro. But despite this, it never seemed likely that Tarantino would direct the project himself, as he's repeatedly stated that his 10th film will be his final movie as a director, and given his general lack of interest in making sequels, a Django and Zorro crossover probably wasn't what he had in mind for his last movie. As such, Tarantino decided not to direct, and instead just co-write the script for the film with the Emmy Award-winning writer Jared Carmichael. But Tarantino was so serious about the project that he even convinced Antonio Banderas to reprise his role as Zorro, alongside Jamie Foxx, who was also keen on returning as Django. But although everything seemed to be coming together behind the scenes, progress on the film ultimately came to a halt due to the pandemic, until Carmichael confirmed that the film had been cancelled, despite the script already being completed. So it seemed that the crossover was officially dead, or at least until April 2026, when it was unexpectedly announced that Sony Pictures had revived Django/Zorro, placing the adaptation back in active development. But surprisingly, this new adaptation will be totally separate to the one Tarantino and Carmichael were developing, and will instead be written—
That's a red flag now. That's a red flag. So you're going away from what you... This is a red flag for me if you're going away from the original premise. Okay.
By the Academy Award-winning screenwriter Brian Helgeland, best known for popular films such as LA Confidential, Mystic River, and Man on Fire. So it seems that the project is in safe hands, and Helgeland reportedly intends to write an entirely new story that follows on from the comics, rather than directly adapting them, allowing him to spin out a new story from the one Tarantino had already written in the graphic novels. But reports suggest that Tarantino will have limited involvement beyond that, despite giving the movie his blessing, which is a similar situation to the TV follow-up of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that's being helmed by David Fincher. So while Django/Zorro does originate from Tarantino's imagination, this adaptation looks set to be very much its own thing. Although, with that being said, it's safe to expect that the film will build upon the mythology established in the comics, meaning that Django is expected to remain at the center of the story, continuing his adventures as one of the most feared bounty hunters in the American frontier. However, reports suggest that Helgeland wants the Zorro that features to be a younger version of the character, possibly as a means of relaunching the Zorro franchise, and introducing the character to a whole new generation. But unfortunately, if this is true, it's very unlikely that the 65-year-old Antonio Banderas will return as Zorro, as much as fans would love to see it. And although there is as of yet no confirmation as to whether Jamie Foxx will reprise his role as Django, it does seem a lot more likely, given the nature of the story and the fact that the actor has already expressed an interest in returning. But as it stands, that's all we know so far about Django/Zorro, but I'll be sure to keep you posted of any new updates. So let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm not hyped for this. I'm not hyped for this. I don't know. Y'all got it, man. This does not hype me up. I'm not excited for this. I'm not excited for this. This does nothing. Nah. If you're gonna go away, if you're getting away from Quentin's original premise, I don't know. I'm not hyped for this. I'm like, send it to streaming. I'm not. Would I go to the movies to go see this? It better be some kick ass. It better be, yeah. It better whoop some ass. I don't know. Who went to go see? Okay, give me your thoughts. Never been a movie where a black man go in on white people and walk into the sunset. Well, you had those 70s blaxploitation films. They did that. They kind of, had a happy ending, but not to the extreme that Django did. No. I don't know. I'm not hyped for that. I need to see more. Okay. Let's go here. Now, you know what? I would love another 48 hours. I would love to see. Oh my God. I think that was a wasted. That could have been a nice little IP. 48 hours with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte. I think that was a huge missed opportunity. Because I remember going to the theater to watch the first 48 hours, even though I wasn't supposed to be up in there. But I was like, this is awesome. Like, yeah, Eddie and Nick Nolte, man, like, that's a huge wasted opportunity. That could have been a killer IP, man. Nice. That could have been a nice little trilogy. Those three or those two. I don't know. Let's go here. 7 out of 10. Okay, that sounds about right. I think that's where most people got it. Cause like I said, aside from like Blazers and Nolan sycophants, like this movie is not an 8 out of 10. It's not a 9 out of 10. It's not a masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece, man. It's a decent adaptation of his telling of his version, right? Is Nick Nolte still alive? This man said it's Nick Nolte. Yeah, he's still alive. I think. Wait. Let's go see. You ain't right for that, bro. It's Nick Nolte. Yeah, he's alive. He's 85. He's 85. Yeah. You probably couldn't do them together, but like a younger character, like an Eddie Murphy and a Nick Nolte. Like the premise is a good premise, you know, but you would need two highly charismatic stars. And that, like I said, that first 48 hours, that's a classic to me, man. You had Sonny Landham as the bad guy. Let me come. I don't think y'all really understand. Like that was a big deal. Like my parents went to go see that movie, y'all. That was a big Roxanne. This was 1982. Look at all these classic villains you had in this. Yeah, Brian Kehoe, crazy ass James Remar, which I didn't even know he was in Odyssey. He was the spirit guy, right? James Remar was, I didn't know that was him in the Odyssey. And when they went to Hades, when he was trying to tell them, hey, sacrifice the blood so they can speak to you, that was him in the ground covered up. That was James Remar. I was like, what? Man, listen, I don't think y'all understand. This was a thing, man. I don't think y'all understand. Like you had Sonny Landham they were bikers, right? It was him and his two biker buddies, and they were all big and jacked and shit, like on some real live 1%er. Like I'm a Hell's Angel, like we sell dope and we shoot cops. Like, yeah. I don't think y'all understand.
We ain't partners, we ain't brothers, and we ain't friends. I'm putting you down and keeping you down until Gans is locked up or dead. And if Gans gets away, you're gonna be sorry you ever met me.
I'm already sorry.
Nick Nolte is a cop. Eddie Murphy is a con.
I can help you get Gans, but you gotta get me out of here first.
You're crazy.
He pulls some strings.
I see how you need me a little more than you thought, huh, Mr. K?
He pulls some scams.
So where do you want to do it, honey? Want to hop up on the counter?
Nah, we can go in this room over here next to the bathroom.
Give me a break.
Is that serious?
Come on, we're on the move. Let's go.
They've got two killers to track down.
Toss me that piece.
Yeah, there you go.
Won't waste him.
They've got a kidnapping going down.
I want the money. I don't know what you're talking about. I want that Indian to snap her neck.
They've got a fortune to hunt down.
I want to know what's going on between you and Gans.
$500,000.
And it's all coming down in 48 hours.
Now remember, in the sequel, so Nick Nolte had ulterior motives. He wanted Reggie's money because Gans owed him $500,000, and he had $500,000 and he hid it in that Cadillac. If you've seen the sequel, the whole time when it was sitting in storage, I believe he hid it in the Cadillac. I need to go back and rewatch this. This was a classic movie.
But I gave you 48 hours to come up with something, and the clock's running.
This guy got a real itchy trigger finger and he's a nervous cop. You better listen to him. You get your brain blown out.
I'm the calm type.
I'm looking for a good old boy by the name of Billy Bear.
Never heard of him.
Heard of him now, man?
Yeah, there's a new sheriff in town. His name is Reggie Hammond. Everybody remembers that scene.
You know, you are real stupid for a cop, man. You following this guy too close.
Yeah, well, most cops are pretty stupid, but since you landed in jail, what the hell does that make you?
What's happening, Luther? I'm sorry about the door, man. Did that hurt? It looked real painful.
You come clean and we're going again right here, right now.
Are you in some hurry or something?
Yes, I'm in a hurry. I haven't done anything for 3 years.
Oh, you used to be a priest or something.
This ain't my night.
If you screw up, I can promise you, you're going down.
They couldn't like each other less. they couldn't need each other more.
You want to bet?
And if they can get off each other's case,
Look at you. You got a $500 suit on. You're still a lowlife.
Yeah, but I look good.
they just might solve this one.
Being a cop is a hard job, Jack.
Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy,
We ain't brothers, we ain't partners, and we ain't friends. Now, if Gans gets away with my money, you're gonna be sorry you ever met me.
I'm already sorry.
48 Hours.
Yeah, that was a man. That was a hard ass movie, man. That was a hard movie. Yeah, that was a hard movie. Okay. Okay, I'm warming up to Ryan Clark. I'm not going to hit y'all with a whole bunch of more clips. We're going to get to Ryan Clark. But first, let's go here. Ooh, do I want to go here? No, I'll say that for later. I'm not going to show them kids like that. Let's do this. Now, I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. Now, the Supreme Court said, hey, the states have the rights to ban trans competitors. Okay. Then why would you do that? He'd say link for LeBron James. Okay, so look, they made him. So it looks like LeBron's going back to Miami. Looks like he's going back to Miami. Okay. Anywho. Yeah, he had to turn down Winston. He sure did. He sure did. He had to turn down Winston. Now, here's what I don't understand. So the states had the rights to ban trans athletes competing against women, but yet you still have women coming into men's spaces trying to compete. Why? Why ban trans athletes? But let's go here. This sport is insane to me. Let's go here.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, run it!
That was a woman that felt like she could compete with men. So once again, society will forever coddle women. So you want to ban trans athletes from competing against women, but women still think they can compete against men. You can't even deal with a depowered man. You can't deal with a man that's hopped up on estrogen. He's depowered. And women still feel this is dumb. This is dumb. This was dumb. Like, but then, yeah. So, and dude really didn't even lay her out like he wanted to. Let's go.
Runner, ready! Defender, ready! 3, 2, 1, run it!
Why would you ban trans athletes if you still got women wanting to come into men's spaces wanting to compete? That's dumb. That's dumb. Do you guys watch this at all? The Run It?
Hey fam, y'all seen the action in New Zealand, but we are in America, Las Vegas to be specific. The Run It Boys is here, man. It's time for somebody to walk out of here with some bread. Let's run it! 3, 2, 1, run it!
That's why you can't complain about football players and CTE. Listen, men are just inherently violent, and they're okay with whatever happens to their bodies after said violence. That's what makes a man a man. Yes, I know this will kill me in 10, 15, 20 years, but okay, I know what I'm getting myself into. I sign up for this. This is kind of part of my DNA. Okay? It's kind of part of my DNA. nothing but Samoans, Polynesians, just big burly ass. Okay, I'm gonna guess that the Samoan, Polynesian, whatever. I bet he runs the brother over, because I'm looking at the brother's build and I'm like, nah, he ain't built for this. I bet he runs the dude over. I'm gonna, before I play this, I bet the black man gets his ass trucked. Come on. Oh, I was wrong. Okay. You didn't get trucked. So how do you determine the winner? That's crazy. Is it a full momentum thing? I'm good. I'm good.
That's what I'm talking about. He's done.
Come on, his ass. Brother get trucked on this one. Woo! Shit. Yeah. Yeah, he's probably good.
A majority draw. We're going to Sunday. Boys banging in there. Do it again. Do it again.
Listen, this is what men do. They put their bodies in harm's way, right? This is the best display of violence without somebody getting killed that men could come up with. I'm just saying, man, what do you think all the sports is for, right? You can't fight wars every day, but... Brother held up more better than I thought he would, honestly. Okay, he won. You gotta give it to the brother. He won. Yep. Uh-oh, keep it together, brother. Keep it together.
Shout out to my boy Mendiola's family. My boy Mendiola, that's my dog, man. We came up in the football trenches together, and he's the one who told me to play rugby. Shout out to all my Usos and Tokos, from the Bay all the way to SoCal to the IE. They're the ones who told me how to play rugby.
The IE is the Inland Empire. I know a couple good guys down there.
I have no family, so thank you.
Keep it together, brother. Keep it together. Okay, so this is the final.
Jason Jackson, 29 years old, just here for the respect. The cash was great, but mostly just here to earn respect. That's it. I represent my town. I represent Costa Rica.
Philip Pellegrinos, 25 years old. I want to do this for myself and everyone else that's been a part of the journey for me throughout life. Show people where I'm from, you know. There's a lot of ways to make it out and do well for yourself.
I grew up with Apollo boys. Shout out to them for teaching me how to play when I was young. I think the biggest thing here was just, it wasn't about the money. It was just about earning respect. All my Tokos, Usos in Riverside.
Okay, bro. Okay, thank you, bro. Thank you for the entertainment. Okay, run it, man. Matter of fact, no. Let's do this. Let's find men versus women. Let's do that. Yeah, I like seeing women get fucking demolished. Let's see if we can find some men versus women. Yeah, here we go. Where's it at? This it? It's the same clip. Okay. She's the first. That woman is the first woman to compete and run it. This is dumb as hell, though. Okay. That was the only one we got. She's the first one ever. Dumb. Okay. Let's keep it going. All right, now I think we're ready to get to Ryan Clark. Was literally fired on air during a broadcast. Yo, and Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee's getting $60 million a year? That can't be right. That can't be right. Pat McAfee's got a stupid ESPN deal, and he's not even that entertaining to me. But let's go here. Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark. I don't think nobody feels bad for Ryan Clark, honestly, but this is what happened. This is what happened.
Patrick Ricard, so we could get those big packages along with Cam Scatterbo that were huge in Baltimore. Patrick Ricard.
So when they came back from break, he was no longer there. They literally fired his ass.
Working alongside with some of the most talented journalists and, sports individuals that cover sports was something that it got me to realize that and have a newfound respect for the skill. Molly Carroll, Shea Cornett, obviously Stephen A. Smith, Ryan Clark. When you have Dan Orlovsky, Peter Schrager, the list goes on, and all the countless producers and support team that went into making sure that I was equipped with all the information each and every episode. It was second to none. So when you hear certain things, it was like, dang, that's messed up how they did, Ryan. Hold on real quick. Hey, you could go with it too. They're like, dang! You have to make light of something, because for me, if this isn't a way for all athletes and even content creators to learn one important rule of the times that we live in right now. If you don't own your own platform,
there you go.
You're going to get overlooked, bypassed, and be extinct just like dinosaurs.
Okay.
Look at what's happening here.
Okay.
It's unfortunate what happened to Ryan Clark, but what I will tell you is this: Ryan Clark gonna be okay. The pivot ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate what happened to me, some would think, but I'm good. 4th and 1 ain't going nowhere. Funky Friday ain't going nowhere.
Not at all.
When you think about what happened to me with Acho, Joy Taylor, different circumstances, different networks, different situations, but this is what you have to understand. When you look at the speakeasy, all right, and when you look at other sports personalities having and taking control of their own narrative, it's imperative that walking into this industry, you would be a fool, asinine behavior if you don't take that opportunity to say, number one, I need to learn as much as I possibly can because I do not know when that time is going to call, when I get tapped on my shoulder. Number two, also take this as a way to bring more attention, more eyeballs, and to also magnify your personal IP. And I knew that that's what my intentions were.
Yeah.
They knew that that was what my intentions were.
Okay. He spot on. Let's go here. This person said ESPN would be much better off without Ryan Clark. He's one of the biggest race baiters in sports media. Here are some of the dumbest things he said, insinuated while at ESPN.
Okay, look at AJ Brown, which is this #1 wide receiver who got 1 target all night, and then you got Brown.
So this is what they said it was the
okay, look at
last
AJ Brown,
straw.
which is this #1 wide receiver who got 1 target all night, and then you got CeeDee Lamb. But that's the when was the one target? That's the target. But I'm saying, when was the one target? I'm saying you could have it both ways. 54 seconds left in the game on 2nd and 11. It was the 1 target. He runs the out route. You wake up this morning saying AJ Brown has had a better day than CeeDee Lamb. But you know what you wake up saying? No, AJ Brown's team is 1-0. Of course, right? Like that's what I get. But the thing is this though, and we shouldn't do this on TV. And so I apologize if people think this is rude.
That's the non-player.
Oh, stop. That's no. CeeDee Lamb is.
Let me tell you why. I'm not saying.
I'm not looking at fantasy football, Ryan. I'm not. Don't belittle me like that. I could come in and say, as 3 ex-players are saying one thing, and give an alternative perspective that maybe CeeDee Lamb did play well in mid-eater.
What I need for you to do is not get mad and let me finish for one.
Okay, go on.
It wasn't about you. It was going to be about me.
Okay.
As a player, I can't speak for CeeDee Lamb. I'm speaking for.
Okay. So let's see what all he said. He said Shedeur Sanders fell in the draft because of racism. Black coaches won't get hired because former Michigan head coach Sharon Moore committed adultery. Jaden Ivey spews hateful and evil Christianity because he's against gay marriage and pride nights. I remember this. Tom Brady isn't a generational talent. I remember that. America's history of slavery played a part in 0 black head coaches getting hired this NFL offseason. RG3 can't talk about Angel Reese because his wife is white. I mean, come on. Dismiss Mahomes and Hurts' Super Bowls because they're authentically, because they're unauthentically black like Lamar Jackson. I remember this. Promoted the idea that the millions of Caitlin Clark fans that follow her to the NBA were racist. Tried shaming Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry for suggesting that LSU erect a statue of Charlie Kirk. Had to apologize after unprofessionally trying to discredit Peter Schrager because he never played in the NFL. Had to apologize on air for sharing false info regarding a fatal accident caused by former LSU wide receiver Kyron Lacey, calling him innocent.
This morning, are you feeling?
How's it going, RC? Bro, I'm doing well, man. You know, I got to talk about people who kind of wear football uniforms but don't really play football.
Ryan, have you ever tackled somebody on a football field?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ran with a football in an NFL game? Have you had a rush?
No, I have not.
Oh, that's weird. Have you thrown a pass in the NFL?
I have not.
Oh, have you scored in an NFL game?
I actually have not.
Oh! There's a lot of things I think that make up a football game. You know what I mean? Like tackling, running, passing, kicking, blocking. I've done them all. I've done every single one of them. You've done what, 2 out of the 7 probably. Who's more of a football player, right? Who is more of a football player, right, Clark?
Okay, the guy on the right is going to the Hall of Fame if he's not in the Hall of Fame already. Pat McAfee's not going to the NFL Football Hall of Fame. Pat McAfee does WWE events. Like, come on, bro. I get it, but come on, stop this.
I got 100 on my desk.
Okay.
Patrick Ricard, so we can get those big packages along with Cam Scatterboo.
Let's stop that. Okay. Spoke to a source close to NFL Live production on Ryan Clark's firing, who tells me Ryan Clark was blindsided while on air. My source is alleging that the head of ESPN content, Burke Magnus, had the news of the firing leaked to Outkick, an outlet who my source alleges then celebrated and rallied conservatives to pour on support to control the narrative. The source close to production continues with a company like Disney broke the news to that outlet and then told Ryan as he was on TV during a break. Yet they were posting his takes all day on social media while this was happening to get the views. This was handled with the least amount of respect and dignity for Ryan Clark, a man who's worked as hard for a network as he has been one of the faces. I'm told Ryan will be okay. There's a lot more to come of this and how it played out. Ryan has received a tremendous amount of support from media, current and former players, head coaches in NFL and NBA, as well as an entire company. So so my source makes it clear it's not a money thing. The network still has to pay him. We know why it is. Will Stephen A. Smith address this? Ryan Clark is just the latest. Cam Newton gone today too. Before that, Bomani Jones, Jamel Hill, Jalen Rose, Max Kellerman, Dan Levitard, Howard Bryant, barely seen, read his books. Call out racism too much at ESPN and you'll be gone. Pander to Charlie Kirk base, get a raise. As for the Clark Peter Schrager dust up, that was the last year and can't be the specific reason. However, ESPN prioritizing white feelings in this illustrative example is definitely broader reason given the list. It all tracks.
My brother,
okay,
Ryan Clark.
Let's go.
A person that I consider to be arguably the best NFL analyst in America.
Let's go.
Is no longer a member of ESPN. And I can't even tell y'all how much that hurts. He's a man, and so he's going to handle it the way men do. And we understand that. But I'm going to miss him. I am not happy about this decision one bit. The bosses know I'm not happy about this decision. I've made that very, very clear. But it's also important that myself and anybody else in the world of business be grown-ups and understand that these are the kind of things that happen when layoffs happen. It's Tuesday, and by the end of this day, you're going to hear about a lot more folks getting laid off. People that are my colleagues, my contemporaries. For all I know, and I don't know the names yet, but for all I know, some more of my friends are going to be gone. The only thing that I can definitively say to you is that there's nobody that's going to be let go that was more of a friend and a brother to me than Ryan Clark. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I don't care whether people agree or disagree. When I debate, I think about two things. This is why I believe I've never lost a debate, because I'm either right or I'm edified because I've learned from somebody who was more right than me. And I walk away from the debate and the conversation more educated, more informed, more edified than I ever thought possible. And that's why I feel that I've never lost a debate. Working with somebody like Ryan Clark, anytime I talked about the NFL, anytime I talked about life, I walked away feeling that way about him because I had just finished talking with him or debating with him or arguing with him about something, because the brother's that smart. He's that conscientious. He's that thoughtful. He's that sincere. He's that real. He's that authentic. And over the last few hours, I had to really, really refrain. Damn, they got blisters on my tongue and my fingers from biting my tongue and biting my fingers, from refraining from going after folks when I saw how people were talking about him. I was like, they don't know him at all. They don't know him at all.
I hear you, but he has said some egregious things, but okay.
And it's a real shame. Some of the things that people will try to say, some of the narratives they'll try to create. And as I was alluding to just a second ago, like I said, when I don't care, it doesn't bother me when people disagree with me, because that's what stirs the cup, and that's what makes all of us better. It only bothers me when they get personal and when they're ill-informed and they get personal. There's nothing worse than that. And Ryan Clark is somebody that was a man amongst boys when it came to stuff like that, because contrary to popular belief, there's nothing that he'd say on social media or on television that he wouldn't tell you to your face if that's how he felt. And he would never hesitate to let you know where he stood. Does that mean he was perfect? No. Does that mean he was right all the time? No. But he was conscientious and he was thoughtful. And he's not somebody that I just loved working with. He's somebody that I love, period. That I will always be here for in every way, shape, form imaginable that I can. I just wish that I could have been in enough of an influential or powerful position to prevent his exit from happening. But that's where you have to get to a point where you recognize what being an adult in the room is all about.
I guess my only question to Stephen A. Smith is, like, how many more years are you going to be under Disney's thumbprint? You know, like, you got all the money. Do you still need more money? You know, I mean, how much more money do you need from Disney at this point before you just say, you know what, I want to be my own person, do things my own way, and say things that I want to say without, you know, consequences? Like, how many more years is he going to be a company man? And when
we think about ESPN, first of all, let me be very, very clear. I can disagree with my employers. What you're not going to get me to do is insult my employers. Business is business. And whether we like it or not, those people who made the decisions, whether it's a Ryan Clark or a host of other people, are paid to make those decisions. It's in an enviable position to be in. This ain't the days when ESPN can just hire and hire and hire some more without ever having to let go or lay off anybody. Those days are long gone. I'm looking at notes here, and I'm thinking about May of 2013.
Wow.
When ESPN laid off 400 employees, 5% of its workforce. And it was the network's first sizable staff reduction since 2009, when ESPN had laid off 100 people. I'm thinking about October 2015, when ESPN had about 8,000 employees, but 350 cuts represented a bit over 4% of their workforce reduced. I'm thinking about April of 2017, when ESPN laid off 100 employees. And I remember guys like the great Ed Werder and my buddy Danny Cannell.
Damn, look at all these people. Trent Dilfer, Jay Crawford, Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, Kellerman, Keyshawn, Susie Colbert, Jalen Rose, Todd McShay, Matt Hasselbeck. Wow. RG3, Samantha Ponder, Zach Lowe. Damn. Anybody can get it.
And Trent Dilfer, who was doing a good job for us, along with others like Jason Stark and others that were laid off. I'm thinking about November of 2017, when another 150 cuts came about.
Anybody
roughly
can
2%
get
of
it.
the workforce.
Wow.
That was mostly in production, digital content, and technology, but it happened. I'm thinking about that. What about November 2020, when President Jimmy Pitaro announced that 300 jobs would be cut with another 200 open positions eliminated? Or in June of 2023, when on-air personalities like Jeff Van Gundy, my brother Mark Jackson, Jalen Rose, Susie Colbert were let go. or in the fall of 2024 when RG3 was let go, along with Zach Lowe and Samantha Ponder. And just this spring, ESPN had eliminated about 30 off-camera positions as part of broader job cuts at parent company Disney, because it all gets tied in together. The point that I'm making is that these kind of things happen all the time, especially in this day and age. So when I think about it, it's like, thank God Ryan's got the pivot.
Who was my secret assassin? I was. Oh, wow. Wait, before you open it. Yeah. Anybody have tissue? All right, go ahead. Okay, let's see what we got here. Did you wrap this yourself?
That's very nice.
Yeah, bro. That's a gift. That's a gift.
Well, now I feel like an idiot.
That's a gift. Bring it in here. Bring it in here.
Kind of a George Foreman.
Man, thank you, man. Bro, this is awesome,
something really heartfelt.
Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that.
Wow. So, what are they saying? Okay. Source, direct knowledge. Ryan was going to be notified on Tuesday that he was part of a mass layoff, but on Monday, the network was made aware that a report was about to drop about that former NFL player being laid off. The report was going to be published while Ryan was filming, and a call had to be made. How should he find out? We're told ESPN honchos decided to get ahead of the news and tell Ryan during a commercial break rather than him seeing an alert on his phone. Ryan did not come back on the air after being informed he was being let go. Obviously, the news rattled him. We're told Ryan and ESPN agreed it was better not to return. Ryan was appearing on the show via Zoom and was not in the studio. Our source also threw cold water on speculation that Ryan's NFL Live colleagues were told what was about to happen. Folks believe that to be the case because the talent was nodding on camera, but we're told all the nodding was just Ryan's colleagues agreeing with the points he was making during what turned out to be his last segment. Okay. Sending prayer and love to all those laid off today by ESPN. So many of you have poured your life into that company, and I know you're feeling right now. My hope is as this door closes, another one opens for you. God bless. Well, he's handling it well. But yeah, man, that's ESPN for you, man. That's how Disney does. That's why, ESPN's been in the toilet forever. Okay.
How's it going, RC? Bro, I'm doing well, man,
Okay. All right. You can make a case. You could make a case. You could make a case. You can make a case. All right. Okay.
Let's go. Patrick Ricard working along so we can get those.
All right, let's get to it. The Andrew Tate. Listen, they're done. The UK is doing a better job persecuting Epstein file people than the US, right? Wasn't Prince Andrew? They've been on his ass, and they finally he was arrested, right? Yeah, the UK. It was the UK that arrested Prince Andrew. So what makes you think, that Andrew and Tristan? So is the US willing to support and protect Andrew and Tristan Tate? I don't think so. The UK wants you for charges because you like to tell women things again, whatever the case may be. If they got Prince Andrew and Tristan stand no chance. So let's walk this thing down, because it's a lot. It's a lot to walk down. Now there's a video on Twitter, an old video of them from 2012 engaging in BDSM with the women. Of course I can't play that, but it's on Twitter. So let's go hide. This is how it started. Let's go. They have more charges pending, not just the initial charges. We'll get to it. Yeah, man, that's exactly. Like the UK, if the UK comes for you, they're gonna get you. Yeah, I don't think Trump's sons are going to get involved in this. I know they're cool with Barron and the other one. I don't think his sons are going to be like, we need to help them, Dad. Like, no, let the UK have them. Let the UK have them. Stuart Scott left how many years ago? ESPN will be just fine. Relax. Okay. Now, let's continue. These are the charges, not including the pending, the new ones. Okay, they got more charges. But this is the first set. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They have 17 counts of taking it without permission. Count 18 indecent images of a child in extreme pornography. Count 19 indecent images of a child in extreme. Count number 20 indecent images of a child in extreme. Count 21 indecent images of a child in extreme. They're not beating this. When Romania let them go to come here, because that case is not done in Romania. They had an agreement, say, hey, okay, we'll let you go to the States. This as long as you understand when we need you to come back to court, you come back to court. That's how they were able to get to the U.S. Romania's not done with these people. Let's continue. Count 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, all indecent images of a child. Okay, let's continue. Count 31, 33, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Indecent images of a child in extreme. Count 37, arranging or facilitating trafficking for exploitation. What I've been saying for years, man, listen, the trafficking thing is not, the pimping and pandering is not the way to go. So you got counts 37, 38, 39, arranging or facilitating trafficking for exploitation. Count 40, controlling prostitution for gain. Count 41, assault occasioning actual bodily harm. Counts 41 and 42. Okay, so y'all really believe these people are going to beat this? Okay, let's continue. It gets even worse. These guys are done.
I'm Heidi Blake, a staff writer at The New Yorker. For the past 9 months, I've been investigating the British-American influencer, Andrew Tate, drawing on thousands of leaked files and scores of interviews. My investigation reveals how he got rich by building a sprawling empire of online exploitation, recruiting dozens of webcam workers into what he called sexual slavery. Tate is a former kickboxer who appeared on the reality TV show Big Brother before rising to become the defining figure of the manosphere. My story for The New Yorker charts the rise of Tate's online pornography empire from the recruitment of his very first webcam worker, a Slovakian teenager who moved to the UK to begin staging sex shows online when she was still a minor in 2014. The following year, Tate hastily left the UK after being accused of rape by 3 women and relocated to Romania, where he turned the webcam business into an industrial operation, often deliberately targeting teenage girls. Tate called his workers slaves, branded them with tattoos, and subjected them to harrowing violence.
Look at the camera. Why are you getting hit? Why are you getting beaten?
Yeah, that's the video you can find on Twitter everywhere. And it's like 3 different women getting beat, whatever, but come on.
Tate and his younger brother Tristan have been under investigation on suspicion of human trafficking in Romania since 2022, when their heavily guarded compound outside Bucharest was raided by armed police. At the time of the raid, Andrew Tate was rapidly becoming one of the most famous men on the planet. He told alienated young men that they were the victims of a feminized society, and he urged them to get fit, get rich, and reclaim what he called their natural masculine imperative for power. Often, that imperative seemed to equate to sexual violence.
It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, slap, slap, grab, choke, shut up bitch, sex.
But the brothers have strenuously denied any wrongdoing, insisting that they are the victims of a liberal smear campaign. And right-wing allies including Donald Trump Jr., Elon Musk, Tucker Carlson have branded the case a conspiracy. After Donald Trump's election, Romanian prosecutors eventually gave in to US pressure to release the brothers from a travel ban.
Freedom at last.
And since then, the case appears to have stalled. When I met Tate earlier this year at a cigar lounge in Bucharest, he assured me that the prosecution was doomed.
It's just garbage out of a corrupt country. No one's that dumb. Like, human trafficking, okay, show me a victim, show me a hurt girl, show me a bruise, show me a girl chained up, show me something.
But I have pieced together an account of Tate's activities over more than a decade from hundreds of thousands of private messages, internal documents, sealed prosecutorial files, and court records, as well as interviews with the Tates, their associates, and more than a dozen alleged victims. You can read my story at newyorker.com.
Okay. Now, let's keep it going. Now, if you believe these guys are going to beat, okay. Okay. I mean, feel free to believe what you want, but if the UK wants you, the UK is going to get you, and there's not much you can do about it. Let me find that other link. Okay. So he got brand new charges. I don't think y'all understand. He got brand new charges. Okay. Them boys ain't gonna never see the light of day. Yeah, the UK ain't Romania, y'all. But come on.
Right-wing self-proclaimed misogynists who become some of the most powerful influencers of the so-called manosphere. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan were arrested in Miami on Saturday on the way to a bare-knuckle boxing event. You see them there in the purple. That's Andrew Tate. They're now awaiting possible extradition to England under what British authorities call pending ongoing legal proceedings. While the men were already both facing charges in England, which they deny, the Crown Prosecution Service announced the following, quote, Andrew Tate is being charged with 7 further counts of rape, 3 counts of arranging or facilitating trafficking for sexual exploitation, 3 counts of assault occasioning actual bodily harm, and 19 additional charges for offenses relating to indecent images of a child and extreme pornography. Tristan Tate is being charged with 1 count of sexual assault, 2 counts of rape, and 3 counts of arranging or facilitating trafficking for sexual exploitation. The brothers have long denied all charges against them in every country investigating them. In a statement, their lawyer said, quote, the world knows Andrew and Tristan Tate are innocent. They have something of a storied legal history. Early last year, they were effectively kind of living in a kind of exile in Romania. They couldn't leave the country because they were under criminal prosecution. There was an investigation there into multiple allegations against the 2 men, including human trafficking, coercing women to pornography, and an allegation that Andrew had sex with a 15-year-old, beating her with a belt and choking her until she passed out. That's per the New York Times. The New Yorker reports that one 15-year-old told Romanian investigators that during sex, quote, even though I asked Andrew to stop, he continued. Again, both brothers deny any criminal activity at all. But as the New York Times also reports, the brothers had cultivated relationships with many people in Trump's inner circle, including his sons Barron and Don Jr., as well as Trump's former personal attorney, Alina Habba, and conservative media personalities like Tucker Carlson, who interviewed the brothers quite favorably. The Times reports that the Trump special envoy, Rick Grinnell, also in the Trump circle, even discussed the Tate's case with 2 Romanian officials in 2024 after Trump won, and then early 2025 as he was preparing to take office. Now, Grinnell denies having a substantive conversation about the tapes, though that would seem to indicate they did talk about it. For the Trump's part, neither Don Jr. nor the White House gave the Times comment on the Tate's relationship with Trump's oldest and youngest sons. The White House told the Times it is not involved in anything related to the Tate's legal matters. But here's the thing. The brothers started to get some good news not long after Trump won the 2024 election. They're sitting in Romania. They can't leave. Quote, I had word from the Trump admin that they're on top of things, Andrew Tate wrote to someone close to him in a message reviewed by the New York Times. I've been told I'll be free soon, but Trump needs to see me in Miami, he added. And sure enough, soon after, in February of 2025, the Romanian government, again, which had these sort of pending allegations against them, said, actually, they're free to go. They can leave the country. And immediately they did. In fact, they came to Florida. That's the same state, of course, where a Trump ally once granted a generous deal to another man accused of human trafficking, Jeffrey Epstein. President Trump says he knows nothing about the conditions of the Tate's travel ban in Romania being lifted. Alina Habba denied any role as well. But what happened was Trump got elected. They got let out of Romania. They came back to the U.S. But the brothers' legal team appears to have borrowed a strategy from Trump world, telling reporters after hearing yesterday that the Tates are facing a witch hunt, that the cases against them in Romania and the UK are essentially a kind of fabrication. Brothers also remain apparently well-connected in some right-wing circles. In fact, just days before their arrest in Miami, the British tabloid The Daily Mail reported the Tates were spotted around Washington, D.C. as guests of a Trump friend, associate, the special envoy Paolo Zampoli. The Tates even apparently took a photo, you see there, with Texas Republican Congressman Wesley Hunt. Both the Daily Mail and MS Now reached out to Hunt's office, and we have not heard back. Megan Twohey's investigative reporter from the New York Times, where she's extensively covered the Tate brothers, and she joins me now. The legal trail here is complicated because it involves multiple jurisdictions. There were cases being sort of pursued in the UK and in Romania. But walk us through what happened, what development happened in the UK's possible prosecution to prompt the arrest and the attempt of an extradition.
Yeah. So this week really was a significant turning point with regards to the Tates and the legal investigations of them. Up until Saturday, up until this weekend, they had been under criminal investigation in Romania, and there had been several charges of rape and human trafficking authorized by British prosecutors. But there had been this agreement that the...
Who dresses like this? Y'all got to be kidding me. Who dresses like this? We used to call these cool outs, you know? Like that super high water pants. We used to call those cool outs. And who is wearing button down shirts with the fourth button all the way down? Like who? Okay. Let's continue.
Prosecutors, that the British prosecutors wouldn't move forward until the Romanians were done with their investigation, with their criminal case. And then the brothers would be extradited from Romania to the UK. Now, what clearly has happened in recent weeks is that the British prosecutors have charged them with new crimes, alleged crimes. They're now, they had previously charged them with rape and assault and human trafficking, and now they brought additional charges of rape, sex trafficking, and significantly those seemingly pornography, including a child pornography charge. And with those new charges, they have issued an extradition request to the United States because the Trumps have, since they were released from Romania, been traveling around the world. They resumed their their jet-setting lifestyle. They've been in Dubai, they've been in Turkey, and they've been returning to the United States. Notably, they have not gone back to the UK. And so an extradition request came in from the UK to the United States, to the Justice Department, saying, we're authorizing these new charges, and we would like you guys to issue a warrant for their arrest and extradite them back to the UK. And the federal officials here in the United States complied. So since their arrest on Saturday that you've seen images of, they have been in federal detention in Miami, and federal prosecutors have been basically arguing the case for extradition in court there. And the Tates are fighting that. Their lawyers are continuing to say this is all just politically motivated and that they're completely innocent of any crimes.
A little context here that I feel like is important for folks that don't know. I mean, Andrew Tate particularly developed an enormous following online, particularly with young men. Obviously, connections to people in Trump's orbit. They became a kind of cause celebre of conservatives. I just saw a video today of the late Charlie Kirk talking about how people should listen to what Andrew Tate says about an overly feminized society. And also, I mean, this is sort of key context. Like, the whole thing that they marketed, and in some ways would charge people for, was to learn how to develop tools of psychological manipulation and coercion so as to get women to do sex work for you that you could make money off, essentially, right? I mean, that was a huge part of what their whole public profile was.
Yes, it was. I mean, what was sort of interesting and remarkable about them is that they basically created a business and helped gain followers of young men by bragging about the fact that they had operated an online porn business and by saying that they had actually exploited women and coerced them into participating in that porn business and that they would take most of the profits. They sold online courses to that extent, saying, there was one course that was called the Pimping Hose Degree, where they said, listen, we're going to teach you the kind of tricks of the trade that we've used to exploit women and make money off of them. And so that really kind of wove that into their public image as they gained followers, not just for these online courses, but just a broader online following of young men who were attracted not just...
Any response from Couch Greg Adams? That's a very good question. I would hope he wouldn't say anything in their defense. I mean, I get it, innocent until proven guilty, but I would hope he's smart enough to leave this alone. So he hasn't said anything. Okay, he hasn't said anything. I'm sure at some point he will, but nah, I'm good. Okay, let's go.
Just to their kind of financial savvy and their
Oh, he did? Was it on? You got the link? Drop the link. We'll take a look. Drop the link.
brazen masculinity and misogyny, but to some of the broader messages that they were bringing about the need for like men to kind of regain their place in society and to push women down. And as they did this, they made these very sort of strategic, mutually beneficial alliances into the American right, even as criminal allegations of trafficking and rape.
This is never going to end well if you push this type of rhetoric. It's never going to end well for you. Never. Oh my God, come on. Oof. 3 hours. Oh, they're cooked. He says they're cooked. Okay, I don't want to get into all. Bro, it's 3 hours, man. Give me the timestamps. Give me the timestamps, man. Because I'm not going through all this.
All right, listen. See, here's the deal. I start telling people the truth, and they're like, well, I thought you was cool. Let's just stop right here. Let's just stop the fucking show. Let's say I was cool with Andrew Tate, which you've never seen me do a show with him. I've stayed away from him. I saw him coming a mile away. I was like, I'm not going to associate with this nigga. Now, all right, I have literally I was like, I was invited to a couple of those Avenger shows right at the beginning when he was starting to get popular. And I was like, I don't want nothing to do with him. All right, I don't want nothing to do with this nigga, man. No, hell no. Judging from what I saw initially, I was like, nope, he bad news. Now watch this. Let's say I was cool with Andrew Tate. Does that still mean I can't tell him getting arrested in capri pants and a purple blouse is a violation?
And the clothes that he wears is any better? Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, listen. Okay. Oh, I can't say this nigga looked gay like a gay fairy. He looked like a tap dancer. He looked like the flamenco nigga. He looked like he was ready to go to be a dancer, nigga. He looked like he was ready to be on his tippy toes, like he was wearing a blouse and capri pants. Now listen, there may be a time where I get God. And I'm pretty sure people will be able to say that. But just because I'm supposed to be cool with him, which is a misnomer. You've never seen me do any streams on him. I've never talked about him. I've never bigged up him. I never really downed the guy. I just ignored him. I just ignored the nigga. Like, all right, he's not important to me because I don't find much value in what he does. To be honest with you, he never said anything that I haven't said.
Okay, so everyone's starting to back away now. Okay, interesting.
Record the nigga. Oh my lord. Anyway, my goodness, that was Straggle Sniggle Theater. This is not an official show, by the way, but thanks for joining me. We got 1,400 people in the room to hear this story about Andrew Tate. And if we do have time, I got a video of a guy. He says he's got his first Thai girlfriend and how he got finessed in Thailand. All right, I'll show you a preview of said gentleman here. It's an older guy. He definitely.
Oh my God. Okay, I don't care about this shit. Okay, let's go here.
Right here. All right, so this is what we were talking about earlier here. This is not a good look for somebody promoting masculinity. Now, he might be promoting some sort of rich lifestyle.
So when Andrew Tate said he would rather do a pretty tranny as opposed to a woman that looks like Hulk Hogan, he told y'all just move the scrotum to the side. And men still followed him. So it is what it is. I don't care. This guy told you he'd rather do a pretty tranny than an ugly woman.
Maybe some gay lifestyle, or
are you surprised at
I don't know what's
he wears?
Going on here, but I'm not a fan of the penny loafers.
But then Greg ain't no better because them see-through shirts he be wearing is like, nigga, what? No.
The no socks. This is a no-go zone for me. I don't care how rich I get. Nigga. I'm always gonna wear slippery shoes, nigga, but I'm always gonna wear I'm not gonna wear no penny loafers with the socks. Okay. Now
I can't. Let's continue. I'm gonna get up out of here.
Multiplied against them both in Romania and in the UK. We also learned that they've been under investigation here in the United States by anti-trafficking agents, as well as.
Wait, is that a new thumbnail? Because I notice you change your thumbnails a lot every time I see you. Okay, I see you. All right, Megan Fox with a tool, Lord. Let's go see if we can find what Andrew Tate said about ugly women and trannies. Let's go take a look. See if we can find it. Okay, Andrew Tate tranny. Oh, that's the video. Okay, show that. This is peak homosexual. Oh my gosh. Where the fuck is it? I've never said this before because I despise the man, but I remember Andrew Tate from London's nightlife. This photo reminded me I ruled over those scenes, north, south, east, central, and west, going to anything happening to find interesting people to bring to my own clubs. Tate was a regular on the tackier end of it all. He would turn up topless, sit in the corner, and say hi, never once having a problem with someone like me. Had no problem with the trans girlies and the guys. And the gays. When he became famous for his far-right clickbait antics, my first thought was that this was the guy who used to nod at me kindly across the club. There are photographs of him from those nights, and I suspect some more of them will surface one day. Back then, nobody had problems with anyone. However, the club scene was misogynistic and playgrounds for sex pests. I fended off many of them over the years for both myself and my friends. We all said hi and got on with the night. It was very ego-driven, a hierarchy of who had the best tables, and usually that was me. I still wonder what happened to him. Maybe he believed this stuff all along. Maybe years of hedonism curdled into something else. My own suspicion is that he realized he could clickbait the hell out of young men and old fools into paying him or being paid well by ads, then sold himself to himself and started believing the hype. I'm glad the BA's the ball sack has been arrested and will face the charges. It's so much worse than I thought. Nasty work. Nasty work. Who has that clip, man? We've all covered it, but it was so long ago. That's crazy. He said, just move it over to the slide over to the side. And I was just like, what? And y'all, this is y'all's guys? This is y'all's guy. Okay. Let's go here. Wait. Andrew Tate. Ugly woman. Here we go. Is this it?
A new tape of Andrew Tate drops in which he...
Shout out to Ben Shapiro. Here we go. Shout out to Ben Shapiro. This is the clip.
Many young men who are drawn to Andrew Tate, and then Andrew Tate says stuff like this, or said stuff like this. It's bizarre. It only makes sense in a particular cultural context. I want to get to that in a moment. Here's what Andrew Tate actually said.
I recently posted a question on Twitter asking, would you rather have sex with a transsexual, which is a legitimate 10, or a woman, which is a legitimate 1? And everyone's sitting there clicking woman, because they think they're going to be gay if they do anything else, but they're not actually thinking about the question. When I say a 1 and a 10, I mean Megan Fox with a d***, that's the tranny, or Hulk Hogan with a p***, that's the girl. This is the question I'm asking. Megan Fox or Hulk Hogan? So you're thinking, well, I don't want to be gay, so I just clicked the girl, the number 1, did it? You're gonna f Hulk Hogan? Okay, there's a he's got mustache and muscles and shit. He's all hairy, big dude, 6'5". It's pretty gay to me. That sounds pretty gay. I don't care if it's that is gay.
Okay, so
and then where's the other part? Oh, and you don't have it because the other part he said just slide it over to the side. And I was just like, oh my god. Oh, somebody got it. Somebody got it. I thought I saw a link. No link. Okay. Yeah, he said just slide it over to the side. And I'm just like, whoa, buddy. This is it. Okay.
My fellow patriots, the first thing the globalists and the leftists do when they want to silence you is go after your merchant account.
We're discontinuing the 250th anniversary American flag after this final batch. Every flag that's left is going out for free. You cover shipping, and we ship it to your door. This is a premium flag designed.
Okay.
Ignore the construction. I'm rebuilding sex with a transsexual, which is a legitimate 10. They're going to be gay if they do anything else. So smart. I operate on so many levels higher than the average man. You people are not thinking about the question. When I say a 1 and a 10, I mean Megan Fox with a dick. This is the question I'm asking. Megan Fox or Hulk Hogan? So you're thinking, well, I don't want to be gay, so I clicked the girl, the number 1, did it? You're going to fuck Hulk Hogan? Okay, there's a pussy, but he's got a mustache and muscles and shit. He's all hairy, big dude, 6'5". It's pretty gay to me. That sounds pretty gay. I don't care if it's a pussy. That is gay. Whereas Megan Fox, okay, he's got a dick, but maybe you can, like, scoot it.
Scoot it. You can scoot it.
Scoot it out the way. I'm still Megan Fox. You know what I'm saying? At least she's small and shit. You can get your hand around her neck, mess her up. You ain't messing up Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's gonna mess you up. So this is the question I'm asking. You need to operate on a higher plane. Think about this. This is important. This is cultural. This affects the world we now live in. What is straight? What is gay? It's all a big sliding spectrum, isn't it? Because if you're gonna sit here and go, oh no, it's gay to bang Megan Fox with a dick, I counter that argument. It's gay to bang Hulk Hogan with a pussy.
All right, I'm done. I'm done. You guys are cooked. These guys are cooked. These guys are cooked. Let's wrap this up. I can't.
Prosecutors in the Justice Department. But in spite of this, their messaging and the way that they connected with particularly a young male demographic that became crucial to Trump's, return to power, they were able to make strategic alliances with people in the Trump family, from Don Jr. to Barron Trump. We were able to show was communicating with Andrew Tate by Zoom as recently as 2024 when the presidential race was going on. They talked about the criminal case against them in Romania at the time and how they both agreed that it wasn't substantial or wasn't legitimate. The Tates have also made alliances with Trump advisors from, Richard Grinnell, who you mentioned, who was the special diplomatic envoy, who discussed the Tates once Trump was after he was reelected and then, entered his second administration. Grinnell had conversations he wasn't just sort of publicly supporting the Tates, he was also having conversations with Romanian political figures about their case. And so it was, and they also had these, formed these alliances with people like Tucker Carlson as he was leaving Fox and trying to build his new audience and his new show. He went to Romania and sat down with Tate while he was first indicted in Romania. And basically, it was a very warm, friendly interview in which they actually misrepresented the criminal charges against him.
Yeah, and we should just note that if folks want to learn more, that you're great reporting the New York Times. There's an incredible piece in the New Yorker as well. And just to note that there are, again, these are allegations and or charges. They are not proven, and the two men deny them. There are multiple people, both named and anonymous, who accuse them of rape, violent rape, physical abuse, sexual coercion.
You guys are done. Cooked.
Essentially grooming underage girls for sex work and streaming it. I mean, it's a very long list of accusations here. If people want to learn more about them, this is not something that came out of nowhere. I think it's
okay. All right, they had a good run. The Tates had a good run, good 4-5 year run, and now it's time, to pay the piper. So I don't know what else to say about all that. Oh, let's go here. The clip that's gone super viral. The clip that's gone super viral. Holy cow. Let's go.
Even though I was on the ground, he could have stomped. Even though I was on the ground, he could have stomped me, he could have gored me, could have done anything. We saw the bison, and he was down. He wasn't showing aggression or anything like that until it picked a target. That target happened to be me. At the time, I had my grandson with me. It was like, you need to get up to the amphitheater. I will deal with this down here. They move faster than you could ever imagine. He just kept coming, and he was more aggressive. And as soon as he got off that tree, he launched me in the air. Even though I was on the ground, he could have stomped me, he could have gored me, could have done...
Woo! I'm glad he's okay. He said, interview the bison. There's part of the story missing. I want to hear the bison side of the story. Perfect time. I'm about to get up out of here. Man, just give me the damn cookies. Give me the thank you. No, I take that little miscrit out of here. All right. I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad he's okay. Huh? We want to split a Coke? What? All right, 2 Capri Suns. What is this? Malcolm Jamal Warner's wife is fighting his family. This is sad. The widow of former Atlanta actor Malcolm Jamal Warner, best known for his role in Theo, is suing his mother to recover at least $1.2 million from a family trust, saying he failed to honor their prenuptial agreement. So his widow, Tanisha, filed a lawsuit in DeKalb County against his mother, Pamela Warner, who is the successor trustee of the Warner Family Trust. The actor set up in 1996. Tanisha claims she is entitled to more than $1.2 million from the trust because that's the equivalent of what Malcolm Jamal Warner promised her as part of their 2022 premarital agreement. She said he failed to deliver while alive, making her a creditor to his estate. Okay. Interesting. Did I? Okay. Interesting. This is sad.
1 year after Malcolm Jamal Warner's tragic death at 54, his widow, Tanisha Warner, is taking legal action in Georgia and California over his family trust and what she alleges are at least $1.3 million in unfulfilled financial obligations. Court documents obtained by E! News July 21st show Tanisha filed a creditor's claim against Malcolm's estate and a related civil lawsuit against his mother, Pamela Warner, in her capacity as trustee, as well as a separate California petition involving the Warner Family Trust. In the Georgia actions, Tanisha alleges Malcolm failed to fulfill several financial promises stipulated in their May 2022 premarital agreement, including his alleged promise to maintain a $1 million life insurance policy, naming her as the sole beneficiary, something she says he never purchased or maintained. She also alleges he failed to make annual tax-free payments of $16,000, fund a Roth IRA for her, or pay her a $5,000 monthly salary for serving as his chief of staff. In total, Tanisha is seeking at least $1,276,000, including $1 million for the life insurance obligation, more than $50,000 in anniversary payments, $30,500 for the Roth IRA, and $195,000 in allegedly unpaid salary. And that amount could increase as the filings also cite an additional life insurance obligation and a college savings plan for the couple's 9-year-old daughter.
Yeah, I'm about to say, she's the wife and she has his kid. You know, if that's in their prenuptial agreement, yeah, pay the woman what she's owed.
Separately, in the California petition filed July 17, Tanisha is asking the court to declare her an omitted spouse, entitled to a statutory share of Malcolm's 1996 trust, which he created when he was 26, unmarried, and had no children. Under the trust's terms, 70% of its assets would go to Pamela, 15% to Malcolm's father, and 15% to his half-sister, leaving no specific provision for Tanisha or their daughter. Tanisha is asking the California court to preserve the trust's assets, prevent further distributions, order a full accounting, and allow the trust to cover any awards she may receive in Georgia if Malcolm's estate does not have sufficient assets, which she alleges may be the case. In a statement to E! News, Tanisha said in part that she spent the last year attempting to privately settle her husband's complicated estate and honor his final wishes. She says Malcolm intended to provide for her and their daughter, but died.
So what he should have done was updated their prenuptial agreement once they had kids, or had a kid. Wow.
Before he could finalize a new estate plan to replace the one created in 1996. Tanisha added that she has been struggling as a single mother and her daughter's sole provider, and felt she had no choice but to take legal action before any potential statute of limitations expired. Malcolm tragically died in a drowning accident while...
Yeah, that's messed up, man. Pay that what she's owed. Yeah, update your estate when you get married. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, yeah, they pay her what she's owed. That's the wife. That's the wife. God damn it. Shit. All right. I'm out of here. Thank y'all for coming through. Did I get your Okay. Neri, thank you for the 5. I appreciate your channel. While I may not agree with everything, even though I agree with most of your takes, I always keep respect. I appreciate that. All good, all good. All right, y'all get out of here. Have a good night.